It was a sunny afternoon in Austin, Texas, when 8-year-old Lily set up her lemonade stand at the corner of a busy street. Her small hands worked tirelessly as she poured lemonade into plastic cups, her bright smile masking the heavy burden she carried. Her mother, Emma, stood nearby, watching with a mix of pride and heartbreak. Lily wasn't selling lemonade for toys or candy. She was trying to save her own life. Diagnosed with leukemia 6 months ago, Lily's medical bills had become overwhelming. Despite her parents' best efforts, the mounting expenses left them with no choice but to ask for help. "I want to help too, Mommy," Lily had said one night after overhearing her parents discuss the costs of her chemotherapy. "I can sell lemonade like the kids on TV." Emma had hesitated but finally agreed. If nothing else, it gave Lily a sense of purpose and hope. And so there she was, holding a sign that read, "Lemonade for Lily's chemo, $1." Passers-by stopped, moved by the little girl's courage. Some bought lemonade, while others left donations. A few even shared her story on social media, hoping to attract more help. But the money trickled in slowly, and the goal seemed impossibly far. That day, as Lily worked tirelessly under the sun, a sleek Tesla pulled up to the curb. The door opened, and out stepped Elon Musk. At first, no one recognized him. He was dressed casually, wearing sunglasses and a baseball cap. He had been passing through Austin for a meeting when he spotted the stand. Something about the handwritten sign caught his eye, and he decided to stop. "Hi there," Elon said, approaching the stand. His voice was calm and kind, but his presence carried an undeniable energy. "Selling lemonade, huh?" Lily beamed up at him. "Yes, it's $1, and it's for my chemo." The words hit Elon harder than he expected. He knelt down to her level, looking at the brave little girl who spoke with such innocence about something so serious. "Chemo, huh? You must be pretty strong to go through that." Lily nodded. "I try to be. My mommy says I'm a fighter." Emma, realizing who the man was, stood frozen, unsure whether to speak. But Elon turned to her and said, "You must be her mom. You're raising an incredible little girl." Tears welled up in Emma's eyes, but she managed to say, "Thank you. She's our everything." Elon looked back at Lily. "How much are you trying to raise?" Lily shrugged. "A lot. Mommy says we need thousands and thousands, but I'll sell as much lemonade as I can." Elon smiled, pulling out his wallet. He handed her a $20 bill. "I'll take 1 cup, please." Lily's face lit up as she poured him a cup of lemonade. "Thank you, mister." As Elon sipped the lemonade, a crowd began to gather, recognizing him. Whispers spread quickly. "That's Elon Musk." But what Elon did next left everyone speechless. He turned to Emma and said, "Let's talk." Elon stepped aside with Emma, away from the growing crowd. His expression shifted from casual to serious as he asked softly, "How much do you need to cover her treatments?" Emma hesitated, her voice trembling. "We've been trying to raise $100,000. That would cover the chemo sessions and some of the other medical expenses. We've done everything we can, but it's just so far out of reach." Elon glanced back at Lily, who was cheerfully pouring lemonade for another customer, unaware of the weight of their conversation. His heart ached. "No child should have to worry about this," he said, shaking his head. Emma nodded, tears streaming down her face. She doesn't understand the full extent of it, but she knows it's serious. That's why she wanted to help. She's so brave." Elon paused for a moment, his mind racing. Then he reached into his pocket and pulled out his phone. "Here's what we're going to do," he said firmly. "I'll cover all her medical expenses, every single penny." Emma gasped, her hand flying to her mouth. "What? You can't be serious." "I am," Elon said. "I'll have my team reach out to the hospital and take care of everything. You won't have to worry about another bill." Emma broke down, unable to speak. The sheer weight of his words hit her like a tidal wave. "I don't know how to thank you," she finally managed to say. "You don't have to," Elon replied with a kind smile. "Just focus on getting her healthy. That's all that matters." As Emma tried to process what had just happened, Elon walked back to Lily, who looked up at him with her big, curious eyes. "Mister, why is Mommy crying?" she asked innocently. Elon knelt down again and gently said, "She's crying because she's happy. I'm going to help make sure you get all the treatment you need to feel better." Lily tilted her head, processing his words. Does that mean I don't have to sell lemonade anymore? Elon chuckled. Not unless you want to, but you've done an amazing job already. The crowd around them had grown larger, and people began recording the interaction on their phones. When Elon stood up, he turned to the onlookers and said, "This little girl is a fighter, and her story reminds us all of what really matters. Let's make sure no family has to go through this alone." He then announced he would donate an additional $1 million to a children's cancer research foundation in Lily's name, sparking a wave of applause and cheers from the crowd. The scene quickly went viral, with videos of the moment spreading like wildfire across social media. People were moved by Elon's compassion and generosity, but even more by Lily's courage and resilience. For Emma, the day felt like a dream. One moment they were struggling to scrape by, and the next they were receiving help from one of the world's most influential men. But the story wasn't over yet. What Elon had set in motion would have far-reaching effects that no one could have predicted. The news of Elon Musk's act of generosity quickly became a global sensation. Media outlets picked up the story, framing it as a modern-day tale of hope in humanity. Social media buzzed with hashtags like Ross Lemonade for Lily and Elon Inspires. People from all walks of life were moved to action, eager to contribute to Lily's cause and others like hers. Donations started pouring in for the Sullivan family from across the globe. Strangers sent letters of encouragement, gifts, and heartfelt messages for Lily. Local businesses in Austin began organizing fundraising events in her honor, and soon the $100,000 goal was not only met but exceeded tenfold. Elon Musk, however, wasn't content with stopping at a single act of kindness. He reached out to a network of wealthy philanthropists, urging them to join him in creating a new initiative, the Lilly Foundation. The foundation's mission was to help families struggling with medical expenses, especially for children battling life-threatening illnesses. What happened with Lily shouldn't be an exception, Elon said in a televised interview. We need to create a system where no child has to sell lemonade to survive. Every child deserves a chance to live and thrive, regardless of their family's financial situation. The foundation became an overnight success, raising millions of dollars within weeks. It funded treatment for hundreds of children, provided emotional and financial support to their families, and even contributed to cutting-edge cancer research. Meanwhile, Lily's story inspired a wave of kindness in communities around the world. People began setting up lemonade stands in her honor, donating all proceeds to local hospitals or families in need. Schools taught children about the power of empathy and the importance of helping others, using Lily and Elon's story as a prime example. Despite the overwhelming attention, Lily remained the same cheerful and optimistic little girl. When asked in an interview how she felt about everything, she simply said, "I just wanted to help my mommy and daddy. I didn't think all these nice people would care so much." For Emma, the transformation in their lives felt surreal. Their financial struggles had vanished, replaced by an outpouring of love and support. But what meant the most to her was seeing Lily regain her strength. The treatments were working, and her little fighter was slowly but surely beating the odds. As for Elon, he quietly kept in touch with the family, often sending small gifts for Lily and updates on the progress of the Lily Foundation. He declined numerous awards and accolades for his role, insisting the focus remain on the children and families who needed help. But one day he surprised Lily with a visit. He showed up unannounced at her home, holding a small box in his hands. When Lily opened it, she found a plaque that read, "To Lily, the bravest little entrepreneur I've ever met. Thank you for inspiring the world." Lily giggled, hugging the plaque tightly. "Thank you, Mr. Elon," she exclaimed. Elon smiled, kneeling down to meet her eyes. "No, Lily, thank you. You've done more than you know." What neither of them realized at that moment was that Lily's story wasn't just about her battle with cancer. It was about the power of hope, kindness, and the extraordinary impact one small act could have on the world. As the weeks went by, the overwhelming public attention brought both blessings and challenges for the Sullivan family. While donations and support flooded in, so did the scrutiny. Some critics accused the family of exploiting Lily's illness for personal gain, while others questioned Elon Musk's motives, calling it a publicity stunt. Emma tried to shield Lily from the negativity, but the harsh comments weighed heavily on her. She avoided social media, fearing what new accusations might arise. Why are people so mean, Mommy? Lily asked one evening when she overheard her parents whispering about the criticism. Emma crouched down, brushing Lily's hair gently. Some people just don't understand, sweetheart. But we know the truth, and that's all that matters. Elon, too, faced his share of backlash. High-profile critics dissected his actions, debating whether his generosity was genuine or a calculated move to boost his public image. In response, Elon remained unbothered, refusing to engage in public arguments. Instead, he focused on expanding the Lilly Foundation. He quietly reached out to other families in need, ensuring their stories were addressed without fanfare. Behind the scenes, he worked tirelessly with researchers, allocating funds for cutting-edge treatments that could save countless lives in the future. But the challenges didn't stop there. Lily's condition, while improving, was still precarious. A sudden fever one night sent her back to the hospital, leaving the family reeling with fear. The community that had rallied around them sent prayers and messages of support, but the uncertainty was a painful reminder of how fragile life could be. One evening, as Lily rested in her hospital bed, Emma received a call from Elon. "How's our little fighter doing?" he asked, his tone warm and reassuring. "She's stable now, but it's been a rough few days," Emma admitted, her voice shaky. "I want you to know we're here for you," Elon said. "Anything you need, just say the word." Emma hesitated before saying, "You've already done so much. I can't thank you enough." "You don't need to," Elon replied. "Lily's fight reminds all of us what's important. Let's focus on getting her through this." That night, as Lily drifted off to sleep, Emma sat by her side, holding her hand tightly. Despite the challenges, she felt a renewed sense of hope. They weren't alone in this fight, and the support they had received, both from Elon and the world, was proof that kindness could outweigh the darkest moments. And even as the road ahead remained uncertain, one thing was clear. Lily's story had already changed countless lives, and her journey was far from over. As Lily's health slowly improved, her story continued to spark conversations worldwide. Social media was flooded with messages of support, photos of children setting up lemonade stands, and videos of families sharing their own battles with medical expenses. What started as a small act of kindness from an 8-year-old girl had grown into a global movement. The Lilly Foundation became a beacon of hope. Families who once felt alone in their struggles found solace and support. Hospitals reported an increase in donations, and research facilities received unprecedented funding to develop more accessible cancer treatments. The foundation's slogan, inspired by Lily's courage, became, "Every cup counts." Elon Musk, though still reluctant to take credit, attended the foundation's official launch event. Standing on stage, he spoke not as a billionaire, but as someone deeply moved by Lily's determination. "This isn't about me," he said. "This is about a little girl who showed the world that even the smallest actions can create the biggest ripples." The crowd erupted in applause as Lily, now healthier and full of energy, joined Elon on stage. Holding her hand, he introduced her as the honorary president of the Lilly Foundation. Lily, nervous but excited, spoke into the microphone. "Thank you, everyone, for helping kids like me. When we help each other, we all get stronger." Her innocent words touched millions watching the live broadcast. Donations surged once again, and volunteers lined up to join the cause. The foundation wasn't just about raising money anymore. It was about fostering a culture of compassion and collective responsibility. Meanwhile, the Sullivan family's life had transformed entirely. Emma and her husband, once burdened by worry, now dedicated their time to helping other families navigate the challenges of childhood illness. Lily, on the other hand, returned to school and shared her story with classmates, inspiring them to dream big and help others in any way they could. As the foundation grew, so did its impact. In addition to funding treatments, it launched programs to provide emotional support for families, scholarships for children in recovery, and advocacy campaigns for affordable health care. The story reached places no one had imagined. In a small village halfway across the world, children set up their own lemonade stand, raising money for a local hospital. Inspired by Lily, they wrote a letter that read, "If Lily can do it, so can we." For Elon, the journey was deeply personal. Though he continued with his many ventures, he often reflected on the power of that single moment when he stopped his car to buy lemonade. It reminded him that even in a world of grand ambitions and cutting-edge technology, the simplest acts of kindness could leave the most profound impact. But as much as the world celebrated the movement, Elon and Emma knew the real victory lay in Lily's laughter, her growing strength, and her boundless optimism. She wasn't just a survivor. She was a symbol of hope. Years later, Lily's story was still making waves. Now a teenager, she had fully recovered and embraced her role as an ambassador for the Lilly Foundation. At every event, she shared her journey with a mix of humility and courage, reminding people of the strength found in community and compassion. One day at a gala held to celebrate the foundation's 5th anniversary, Lilly stood before a packed auditorium filled with donors, families, and supporters. Dressed in a simple but elegant outfit, she radiated confidence. "When I was little, I thought selling lemonade was the only way I could help my family," Lily began, her voice steady yet filled with emotion. "But that day, when Mr. Elon Musk stopped at my stand, he didn't just buy lemonade. He gave me hope. He gave my family hope. And through the Lilly Foundation, he's given hope to thousands of others." The audience gave her a standing ovation. Among them sat Elon, who smiled with pride. To him, Lily wasn't just a survivor. She was a force of nature, proving that even the smallest voices could inspire monumental change. As the gala continued, a surprise announcement was made. The foundation had reached a groundbreaking milestone: $500 million raised to support children battling life-threatening illnesses. This achievement was marked by the unveiling of a new initiative, Lily's Village. The Village, a state-of-the-art treatment and recovery center, would provide free medical care, therapy, and housing for families in need. It was a dream come true for Emma and Lily, who had often spoken about creating a place where no family would feel the fear and loneliness they once faced. "I'm proud to say this is just the beginning," Elon said as he took the stage. "Lily taught us that even in the face of life's hardest challenges, we can create something extraordinary. Let's continue to build a world where no child has to fight alone." As the night ended, Elon and Lily shared a quiet moment together. She looked up at him and said, "Do you think we've helped enough people?" Elon chuckled softly. "There's no such thing as enough, Lily. But because of you, we've already changed so many lives, and we'll keep going." The next morning, news outlets around the world reported on the gala and Lily's Village. People shared the story of a little girl who turned her lemonade stand into a global movement. And while Lily and her family returned to their quiet lives, their story continued to inspire millions. In the years to come, Lily's name became synonymous with resilience and kindness. Schools taught her story as part of character education, and families all over the world kept her message alive. When we help each other, we all get stronger. For Elon Musk, the experience was a reminder of the power of humanity. Despite all his achievements in technology and space exploration, he often said that stopping at Lily's lemonade stand was one of the most meaningful decisions of his life. And so, what began as a chance encounter grew into a legacy of hope, proving that even the smallest actions could ripple into something extraordinary, changing lives, transforming communities, and leaving a mark on the world that would last forever.